Now, Mitch McConnell wants you to be very scared about a possible whatever amount of reform to the filibuster. And so a lot of his comments earlier today were envisioning this future where the Republicans all of a sudden would exercise power. So here is what that looked like.
As soon as Republicans wound up back in the saddle, we wouldn't just erase every liberal change that hurt the country. We'd strengthen America with all kinds of conservative policies with zero input from the other side. How about this? Nationwide right to work for working Americans. Defunding Planned Parenthood in sanctuary cities on day one. A whole new era of domestic energy production. Sweeping new protections for conscience and the right to life of the unborn. Concealed carry reciprocity in all 50 states and the District of Columbia. Massive hardening of security on our southern border. So the pendulum, Mr. President, would swing both ways.
I've never been so bored by a description of the apocalypse. Protections for conscience.
Our goal over the next 4 years is to ensure that President Obama is one term.
Oh God, like just kill me. You're boring me to death. That's too slow. So anyway, and by the way, do you believe that Mitch McConnell cares about half of those things? Like, I just want repeal of concealed carry reciprocity. He doesn't care about guns. He cares about money and judges. That's all he cares about. Yeah. But anyway, so this is the big thing. And it's not just Mitch McConnell saying they'll do all this stuff. A lot of Democrats who don't want to reform the filibuster use effectively that as the reason not to, Ben. So when you hear that, how scared are you? And is that a reason not to reform the filibuster?
Yeah, I'm cut from a different cloth, man. Like, do it then, Mitch. That's what they're gonna do. Like, I don't take threats lightly. And this is a list of threats. And I think this should all be sound bites, right? He's threatening a nationwide right to work. Okay, tell that to all the unions, tell that all to the blue collar labor, tell that to the folks in the different states that are clinging on to the idea that they can join together in a union to get some type of benefit from their labor. See, he's threatening every group in America. So I'm like, all right, show us, tell us what you, but in return, Democrats can't be timid. They have to actually play hardball, which means abolish the filibuster, get your version of HR 1 passed through the Senate. And in doing so, you all but ensure Republicans can't get elected ever again, because Republicans' only pathway to victory now is to disenfranchise millions of Americans. So let's do it.
Yeah, there's still, in theory, possibly the conservative supermajority in the Supreme Court could totally destroy HR 1, but that we have to at least try that. We have to at least get to that point. And here's the interesting thing, and maybe this buttresses Ben's point about how difficult it would be for them to actually win. The main issue for Republicans is that they don't run on things that are popular. If they did, people would want to vote for them and they wouldn't have to try to stop as many people from voting as possible. And I think a great demonstration of that would be, you just heard this long list of changes that Mitch McConnell would like to make. Did they run on those? Like, is that what Trump was running on? Like speeches about nationwide right to work. We have to have it, everyone. Reciprocity for concealed carry. Yeah, let's do that. Millions want it. No, there's some conservatives like that stuff, sure. But is that a platform that can actually win you a national election? Clearly not, because they can't win national elections. They certainly can't get a majority of the voters to support them in that regard. And in an increasing number of states, like in Georgia, even in red states, that sort of stuff isn't winning elections to the extent that they're even running on any issues anyway. Like, they imply that the American people would love all of these changes, and yet they don't campaign like it. They don't run ads based on those sorts of things. They mostly just talk about satanic baby worship or baby consumption and Dr. Seuss. And maybe something about Cardi B. And that's basically it. They imply to me that they don't have a lot of faith in their platform.
No, they absolutely don't. But I'm so glad he actually said that. And I think every single day for the next 3.5 years, they need to run commercials saying what the Republican agenda really is. And this is where they have always been going. In fact, this is the direction that they're going. It's not as though they haven't made concerted efforts to that direction in the first place, right? And so by trying to make us intimidated, saying that we're either going to do nothing in this country by virtue of not abolishing the filibuster and allowing the tyranny of the minority to maintain control of the Senate, saying that we can't get anything done, or if we dare try to get something done, then they're going to go scorch earth and do all of these draconian things that they've been wanting to do. To me, that's a perfect campaign ad to run every day for the next 4 years.
Yep. 2 ads that should be run. That one and Kristen Sinema doing her little thumbs down. Those are ads that should run every day for the next few years.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.